is anything or anyone that is able to take in information and use it for its well-being. Hi, my name is Samantha and welcome back to my channel. And hopefully I will help shed some a little bit of light on how to limit catastrophe or disaster thinking. So disaster thinking is basically a natural response to a life-altering trauma or negative event that happens that has happened more than once within your life. So we typically spend our time trying to avoid this event happening again. So oftentimes I notice that life usually gives the same circumstances but not the exact same ones. It usually gives you the same circumstances because it's trying to tell you that you need to change something within your life, change your way of your viewpoint, or change the way or change a lifestyle, or basically make some sort of change so that you won't be in so much pain anymore. So naturally, as human beings or any living being, we move away from pain and into something that feels good. So let's say, for example, someone has a very big fear of cats. And cats are something that is a very big fear of their life, and naturally life will start to give you cats within your pathway, so you're either forced to face it or you're forced to run from it. So typically nothing ever happens exactly the same as the way that you plan it out, if you know what I mean. We have similar circumstances that will happen, but nothing is ever planned the exact same way as how we plan it, because life doesn't like things that are the same thing all the time. It usually likes to switch things up, and usually people that feel like the same thing is happening to them over and over again, and they're living in some sort of like time lapse where the same thing keeps happening, it just means that this particular pathway is a pathway to your fast track to your healing, but you're not able to be aware that this particular circumstances such as homelessness, divorce, an eating disorder, a different type of healing modality. This is the biggest way for the life to get you to be on the fast track to healing, or have the thing or the life-altering event that has really, you felt has very much damaged you. This is a way for it to be integrated into a part of your story. I try really hard to refrain from the term healing, because to me healing refers to something that is essentially there's something wrong with us for reacting to a messed up situation. So I really try to avoid using that word, and I try to use the word integration, which is basically something that goes along like this. This situation was really messed up, and I would prefer never to go there ever again. And but I'm not going to avoid it and completely disown it that this situation has ever happened, but I am going to make it a part of my mosaic, and this is the part of my life that still makes me beautiful, wonderful, and helpful to others, or it makes me a very strong person, or a person that has become very vibrant and fearless. Something along those lines. Whereas healing is just something that people like to use because they don't really want to face their own pain, which is really difficult for people. So when it comes to catastrophe thinking, I think that you thinking that something really bad is going to happen, it never plays out the way that you expect it to play out, because we only think from a dimension of experience. So if you've had a lot of bad experiences, naturally you're going to think that something really bad is going to happen. So I guess anything that you want to get from this video is nothing ever happens the way that you plan it out. It actually comes out better. Fast track to your healing, and integration. Everything is trying to be integrated and a part of you so that you can be a more wholesome and loving being. So if we think of life as more of a living being and doing things for your benefit, you won't have such a outlook of something that a disaster is going to happen. And I feel like this personally might be beneficial for people, because I know it's really hard for some people to kind of see outside of their current situation. And I really feel for those people, and so if you're going through a really hard time, this video is for you, and you will be in my thoughts. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and thank you for joining me on in this beautiful weather. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.